Let's talk about sewing in the horns on Gnorhild's little helmet here. And yes, I know the horns are ahistorical, but this is a costume party. I'm going to thread my left over end onto a yarn needle. All of the other ends have been buried inside the horn. It's curving because we did a slipped stitch along here, and that forces it in a bit of a curve. And if the transition here is a little bit there's a little bit of yarn showing through, that's okay, because the first couple rounds are going to be buried in our helmet. So here's my marker that's going to mark the back of the helmet for when I go to pick up stitches in the round. And then I need to find the two places on the helmet where it looks a little sketchy, because when we did the yarn over knit two together, it kind of makes the fabric, just the stitches around it go a little wonky. So that's the easy way to find them. They're quite high up on the hat, just before it starts to flatten out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our yarn needle and we're going to go through the yarn over. Because what we want to do is we want to tug the golden end of the horn inside the helmet. All right, so we knit a fair number of rounds of gold so that we could have a nice surface here on the inside, nice sturdy thing to attach it to, but we do want to make sure that we've got some gold visible here on the outside. We also want to make sure that our horns are curving up before we secure them in place forever and ever. So I've got 2 rows of gold visible. Now I'm going to go to this side, and what I need to do is I need to sort of use an asterisk shape to anchor this I-cord within the fabric it's situated in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in through one of the side stitches. I'm going to split the ply of yarn. I'm not going to go under it. I'm going to go through it. Then I'm going to go all the way through the I-cord. And then I'm going to go through the stitch on the other side. And it doesn't matter exactly which stitch as long as you're going through something right near the hole. All right, now before I go on, I have a chance now to make sure that I've done it right and I haven't accidentally pulled this in too much, but I still have a couple rows of gold showing on this side, so we're looking good on that end. So we're now going to continue to work. I've just gone across this ways. And this end that you see here, that's the end from the top that I didn't clip the end. That's just getting in my way. But any end that's out of the way when you're going to go work the next bit of the gnome that you can leave is just stuffing you already paid for. So I'm going to rotate this. I'm going to go through the ply of yarn again, go through the I-cord, come out the other side, and if possible, I can go through the yarn on the other side right in one sweet movement rather than having to break it apart. And then I will do this having done sort of a plus sign. Now I can switch and do an X. So we'll go crisscross here, splitting the yarn, splitting the I-cord, and then over here I'll split the yarn again. I can go through, like, I don't have to go all the way around to do the X, so I could do another straight up and down, kind of more like in a plus shape. The side of how pretty this is isn't really important on the inside, and yes, you will have sort of a nub of the I-cord left inside. That will just get surrounded by all the stuffing, so don't worry too much about that. We need that extra bit of I-cord to give us something to work on and something to have purchase on without driving ourselves crazy with this little bit of it. But that's looking good. It's feeling nice and secure. And as long as this isn't a toy, I'm done now. If this was a toy, I might do a few more little things, but we've gone through this so many times. If you're wondering what to do with the yarn, and I'm gonna just do a little knot here by going through part of the I-cord Get my end a little shorter here. There we go. I've made a loop. I'll go through the loop twice. And then I will probably just leave this end. It will stay inside as I work the body and should be no trouble to me at all. So I hope this helps and you are enjoying your Gnorhild.